This is season 1, episode 1 of my show. My name is Michelle, and I don't quite know what I'm doing.
I do know that I'm on a real life mission to figure out who I am and hopefully build that into a personal brand and something I can create a business around. But with all the big personal branders out there and people who have this thriving online business, they don't teach you that part. I've done all the courses. They'll say, find your niche, follow your dream, dig for your deepest pain and your biggest wound and then help other people heal that. Yeah. I don't really know my niche is. It's my Coke Zero, love it. And I do not know what my dream is, and any pain I've been through is like nothing noteworthy, is nothing spectacular, right? So all the basic, what I'm saying is all the marketing tools I've learned don't mean dipshit at this point because I don't know what the hell I want to do. Okay, so point some Coke Zero, so you can't, I don't have all these multiple camera angles yet. Anyway, and I've realized the struggle of finding my purpose and knowing who I am. I can't be the only one. I can't be. There must be more of you out there. And, so I'm starting to basically document my life. So, yes, hopefully can help some people. Isn't it corny when people hold a coffee mug like this in all their videos? It's so cringe. This is not coffee. This is Coke Zero. And this is my favorite mug. I have my Coke Zero 10 times a day, at least, in this exact mug. So this is me being authentic. This is building the trust factor. Yes, good start. We're now going to head over to my day desk. Okay, so you'll be coming on a little tour with me then. I'm just going to flip the camera perspective so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, so this is my said day desk. This is where I work. And that over there, my dear friends, is the reason why. You see, Maddie cannot climb those stairs and she'll dawn it off if she tries to come down. And up there is my big artist studio loft. And let me try and get myself back. I don't know if it's going to work. Anyway, so that is my fancy loft. And where I do all my art and all the lacquer stuff's happening up there. And I've got a big screen. It's super cool. But yeah, Maddie. And when my hubby's at work all day, I'm down here to keep her company. So okay, so now I need to flip it again. So that's the story, and that's why I am here on my day desk. And let me just set up the camera again. So, if you're also confused about what you want to do with your life and what you want to create content around, my darlings, take a seat, because I'll share my story to see if you're also perhaps just as fucked up as I am when it comes to this personal branding thing. Okay, and I'm just checking my notes. And knowing what you love most in the world. Yes, I said that already. Maddie! Whoop! Vista! Ooh, Vista! Okay, can I go now? Okay, so because frankly, to be honest, no amount of journaling is going to give us the answers. If it did, I would have had the answers long ago with all my journaling. So it's not that. So let's dive in, shall we? Okay. So first, before I start my story, there needs to be a bit of transparency. So there's no ways in hell I can remember a script. It's my brain does not work that way, and I don't have one of those ticky timer things that the script automatically comes up that the pros do, so that it looks like they're talking to the camera, but they're actually just reading a little script. No, I'm not going to be one of those script readers. I'm going to try and be authentic in my videos. She on video 1. Anyway, but this next part I do need to read because it's a list if I just talk like this, I'll never ever fucking remember what I'm supposed to say. So bear with me while I read the stuff, okay? But I'm going to come back and then just be me. Okay, so because so here we go. So I've wanted to have an online business and start a YouTube channel for decades. I'm a good reader, aren't I? And I'm not joking. So back in the blogging boom, I'm not reading now. Back in the blogging boom of 2008, 2009, around there, everyone was fucking building a blog. So I did a blog and I downloaded all these. Back then it wasn't really courses. You downloaded PDFs with all this information. So I did a lot of that. And then I started my own blog and newsletter. That quickly fizzled out because I didn't really know what I wanted to do. At first I was helping people build their online business. Like I knew shit. Yeah, anyway, I had no niche. I had no problem I was solving for my audience, not at all. Anyway, the next big thing in the later 2010s, 20 whatever, was course creation. Jumped right in. I bought a shit ton of expensive programs to teach me how to do this, to learn how to do my thing, right? But none of them helped me figure out what my thing was. They were just teaching how to market it, how to package it. I'm like, how do I package something? I don't know what. I don't know what. Anyway, so now it's 2026. And I see people that once followed me back in 2008, 2009, making millions online. They came to me in 2008, 2009 for help. Now they're making millions, and I'm sitting here going, what the fuck? There's no millions yet. No. Anyway, so in the meantime, I try to find a job or create a business that is my calling, meant to be actually for me, my actual purpose. And each time I think, this is it. Like, oh my God, this is who I am. This is what I'm meant to do. And then I change my mind a few months later. So let me give you a very quick rundown, and this is where I'm going to be reading. But I'll read fast, so it won't bore you, I promise. So I've worked with animals at rescue organizations, at Two Oceans Aquarium, and volunteered at Sandcarbon and NSRI. I've been a bookseller, a book rep, a receptionist, an admin person, a marketing agent, a ghostwriter, writing other people's memoirs. Some of them famous. I've been a book coach, a writing workshop leader person, an editor. I've been a features writer, writing articles for some pretty elite magazines. I've been a copywriter, a medical writer, and a technical writer. I've authored learning guides and study manuals, done audio transcriptions for movies, taught kids how to read, been a teacher, a tutor, a counselor, and I had a pretty fancy job as a learning coordinator for the psych department, ironic, at a university before they fired me. Once I was even a manager in a big corporate, managing a team of writers. Who would have thought? Thing is, with all of these roles, I lose interest. I get bored about something I was once consumed with and wrap my entire identity around. And before you ask, yes, I am neurodivergent as hell, okay? I have special interests that change. Some of them don't change, like dolphins, for instance. It's always been my special interest. But that isn't the point. The point is, I don't know who I am, and I don't know what I want to do with my life because it keeps changing. Who I am keeps changing, and my interests shift 180 degrees constantly. Okay, so apparently, according to my script, I'm supposed to go to the garden now, but I don't really feel like going to the garden now. It's very cold. So I'm just going to carry on sitting here, because I was going to take you out there and show you my herb garden, but that doesn't actually exist. It's just like grond. So, and it's like really cold and windy, and the noise will be like, already probably with my skull for dawn. Anyway, I see. So I'm going to just stay here with my Coke Zero and Maddie. Yep. Okay, so where was I? Back to my identity crisis. Now there's people outside. She's going to bark. That's Mensa. This is my working day desk. That's Mensa. Hello. Okay, so as I was saying, identity crisis. So I learn quickly, which doesn't actually help because almost any career would be a good fit. And I adapt like a chameleon on steroids. I'm just like, ooh, I fit right in, you know? And I'm pretty good at quite a few things like art, writing, problem solving. Not this problem, but most problems I'm good at solving. I thought I would have been a really good coder for the FBI, but they didn't, it's not really valid for South African. Anyway, moving on. But I'm not excellent at one thing. I'm just like sort of good at a whole lot of things. And it's probably because I haven't stuck with one thing for very long. I'm gonna stop reading soon, I promise. But I just need to get through this. Okay, so now this is more reading, but then it will stop. I promise. So one day, I'm all in on becoming a full-time artist, although I haven't finished one painting yet, so God knows how. Or a Blythe doll customizer, that was a thing. Or polymer clay worry stone maker. I'm stationery and ephemera and journal mad, so I keep thinking I should open a stationery store or a bookshop or start hand-binding journals. I mean, I have all the kit. My husband made me like a clampy book. I've got everything, but I haven't started it. Anyway, the next day, I'm a marine science journalist. Check out my Instagram. I'm a marine science journalist now. I'm out to save the oceanic beings that I love so much, but then I'm distracted by free diving and consumed by the watch I need to get for my next diving retreat, which costs money. So then I'm back to what I should be doing to make a decent income, because whatever current job I have is draining my soul, and there should be more than this, right? Yeah, I've got a day job again. It's great. Yeah, it starts on Monday. Anyway, so apparently the script says this. Let me show you the veggie patch I started, but I'm not in the garden, so moving on. This is as far as I got. Okay, back to my story. Okay, now I'm gonna try and talk like proper. So I think some of you might be thinking, well, duh, Michelle, you've mentioned writing a lot. Surely your calling is to do with writing. I mean, that makes sense, yeah? No. So the kind of writing I enjoy, like writing stories and writing, I've written a book, which is what I really do love, and I really like writing stories, but that stuff doesn't really pay unless you're J.K. Rowling. Or, I mean, it's not impossible, but right now it won't buy me anything from Woolies. So, but the kind of writing that does pay, medical writing, technical writing, scientific writing, academic-y stuff, which is boring as all hell, that pays the bills. So yeah, it's not that, just because I'm good at it or because it's like in my CV doesn't mean that's my purpose. So no. The other thing I want to mention with this kind of brain is that, you know, so when I really feel like this is me, which I'm a guy to think. So when I started being a medical writer, I was like, this is me. I even started doing an MSc degree in medicine, physiology, pharmacology, and that lasted 6 months, and I was like, oh my God, it's so boring. And it's just the same with all my degrees and certificates, and I have a lot of them. So yeah, that didn't help. So the point is, I'm 49 years old, like a oat, and I still don't know who I am, what I want to do with my life, what's important to me, what my purpose is, and I truly want to make a difference in this world. I really do, and I have so many ideas and options and paths I could go down, but none of them fit. And it's not like I haven't tried to figure this out. I've tried, let me read this. I've tried to find the answers through therapy, online courses, quizzes, astrology, human design, aptitude assessments, personality tests, and other career guidance things. So I can tell you what my MBTI says, and I can tell you what my 5 top strengths are. And some professional tests have even said that I've got extremely high IQ, which only makes me feel worse because I'm wasting my potential, which I've been told my whole life. And I should be doing more with my brain, but said brain may be smart in some ways, but it's dwarf as shit in other ways, like finding my purpose, which should be a simple thing. Okay. Says keep sipping from mug. Okay. I'm sipping. Okay. So I do know, this is weird, but I do know I want a YouTube channel. I want my own show. I like the stage, like in some weird way, because I'm introverted and shy, so it doesn't really make sense, but it's not just me that says that. My astrology thing comes up with lots of Leos in all the right places. It dictates that I'm supposed to be a star of sorts. The irony is I don't know what my stardom is meant to be about. Like, I know I'm not Taylor Swift because I can't sing for shit, but other than that, I'm like, you know. And I know I want to make a difference. I know I want my life to have meaning, and I know I want to impact other people's lives and animals' lives, but I don't know how. Okay. Sorry about me reading on my notes. I can't remember all the stuff. And, you know, dear viewer, I'm incredibly confused. I've actually wrote that. Dear viewer, I'm incredibly confused. That is true. Now, yes, okay. So, the YouTube pros say you're supposed to have like a transformation thing in your videos, that you could guide the content consumer, the consumer of your content, to move through this transformation so they get from point A to point B after watching your video. So you've got 40 years of experience and trials and errors, and you teach it to them in 12 to 15 minutes for their convenience. Yeah, I can't teach you anything yet. I don't have any insights yet. Okay, it says re-enter kitchen, pour more Coke Zero. I've still got some, so I'm just gonna stay here. Anyway, I'm reaching the end now. This is so great. Anyway, but if you even, okay, let's just, so even if you a little bit like me, like all over the place, you don't quite know what you want to do with your life, and you want to figure shit out as much as I do, then stick around, because I'm going to go down all the rabbit holes that I need to find my calling, my my purpose, my raison d'être, as they say in French, but they don't say it like that, but something like that. Anyway, I don't think it's going to be like this magical, neat little wrapped up thing in a bow in one little sentence. My purpose is No, I don't think that. And I do think that I can at least get a vague sense of direction. That's not too much to ask. And I think I can figure it out by taking action, because, and I even said it here in my notes, taking action is the best way to gain clarity. So this video stating my dilemma and inviting you on this journey with me is me taking action, like action, you know? Yeah, it's my first bit of action. Okay, and this is my show. So where was I? Action, and this is my show. My name is Michelle, and I am the Dolphin Girl. This line, Dolphin Girl, may change, but I'll still be here, I think. So click subscribe if you want to see me again, or the like button thing, and yeah, it helps the algorithm find my people. And maybe if I find my people, I'll find my thing. And maybe if I find my thing, I'll know how to help you find yours. Fingers crossed.